Right as you're talking about your theory, the stream dies. Very sus. X-Files music. Ink. All right. The boys are in SSC. They just engaged Lathoris the Blind. And they just killed them. Let's go. Harp spec. Manitoum's last 5 runs of the night for me. See if we can finish strong. We got the mother of all chests earlier. For those of you who weren't here, we got a green item from it, 2 noble topaz in the same chest, 2 or 3 mana pots, I can't remember, and an incredible gold roll, which was 6 gold, 96 silver, and some change. And the thing about gold is nobody's ever seen a chest that's had 7 gold in it. So the most you can hope for is 6 in the 90s. And on the Rogues Diary Discord, people have posted 6.99 and something. and a 696 with 2 noble topaz and a green, and the best pots you can get, mana pots. Really, really good. And that was an MT from that, oh nice blue, from that single MT. I got 205 gold from one run, so that was really nice. We just followed it up with our last SV lockout, 5 SV. That was the worst. So that was, we had the best mana tombs we ever got. The total gold from the 5 runs was over 500, because 501, something like that. And we followed that up with the worst SV we've ever had, with something like 280 gold. So the highs and the lows here on the Rogues Diary, late night farming, 3:20 AM from Luping in China. We're having a bipolar farming experience in this last hour. What is your advice on stacking materials, and what do you think is worth it? I'm liquidating all my gold and buying haste pots, and I'm stacking them. I've got 970 something haste pots, and I'm just going to keep those. Until I'm just going to keep stacking them, buying them until probably end of phase 4, beginning of phase 5, when they're hopefully have gone from 15 gold, which they are now. There's a talosite. How many talosite did we get today? 5? Oh, we missed the mine. Getting sloppy because we're tired. Let's put some poisons on as well. So I'm buying haste pots for the medium term, and for the long term I'm stacking fell iron ore and adamantite, because in Wrath everyone's going to go engineering. Almost everyone. It'll be the most amount of players that will go for a single profession over any other profession in classic TBC or Wrath. And you need, obviously, to level engineering, you need all the fell iron and addy and ores from the previous expansion. So fell iron are ridiculously undervalued at the moment. I'm not buying them though. I'm just keeping the ones that I have from my SV runs. And honestly, if we keep going at this rate, we might even be able to hit gold cap. In Wrath. Other than that, sell everything. As soon as you get it, sell everything. Although in the very short term, I would save your star balloon and gems like this, because midnight release of Black Temple everybody's going to get new gear, but there aren't going to be that many gems, like epic gems, on the auction house because they drop in Black Temple and Mount Hyjal, and as soon as they drop, people are going to use them. So it's going to be really hard to buy them. So people are going to get all their new gear, and then they're going to want to gem it. So they're going to buy up all the old blue gems. And also, some people can't afford the epics. So I have a feeling that those will bump up in price. And especially for Talasite and Star of Elune, which are basically vendor price at the moment, you might as well just keep them.
What is this? Oh, you must forgive me, but I was unexpected company. As you can see, we are somewhat preoccupied right now. As I am a crazy cook, I will
Oh, we got a green. And a weapon as well. Always nice. Hmm. 3 minutes. All right. Let's go. I just pulled a recipe after 111 kill. Nice. Kills. That's a big one. $111 is a nice number as well to get it on. I'm sorry for ask. Why are you sorry for ask? It's okay to ask. Not a rude question. I'm from Ireland. Yeah, big grats on the recipe, brother. Curious how much I can profit off this in the coming weeks. Exactly. I mean, it's been around since launch, right? So a lot of enchanters will have it. It's not like you're first to market. However, being in the right place at the right time. If you set up a, you know, an advertisement, Shadow Res Cloak enchants, free, tip what you want. If you wait 30 minutes after the 5th run, you can do all next 5 runs back to back. Yeah. Well, what I do is, see the way it says Steamvault there? This is what I do on the stream. I go into the Steamvault, I do 5 runs. That takes me anywhere between 50 minutes to an hour. Then I've got 10 minutes. I log over to my alt, disenchant, auction house, blah blah blah. Come back, we go for a cigarette, back online, and then I'm ready to go for MT. But if I don't take a cigarette, I'm kind of 5 minutes behind, which means I have to wait a little bit. But I don't mind too much. If there was ever a reason to keep smoking, it would be so that I could have nice, streamlined, back-to-back gold farming runs in mana teams. So this was a really bad burst. Anything under 1k is really bad. Anything between 1 to 1.5 is okay. Anything from 1.5 to 1.9k is good. and anything 2k or over is really good. Worst. But yeah, this is harp spec. You get all the speed of subtlety, cheap blinds and saps, and much bigger range, which is really useful on some packs. Ghostry Strike, Serrated Blades, Hemo, Prep, Dirty Deeds, 10% attack power, and you get dodge, hit, riposte, extra damage, sword spec, blade flurry, and adrenaline rush. All in one spec. It's really nice for mana tombs. You don't get Shadow Step, but the time you would save moving through the dungeon with Shadow Step, you lose by having to spec swap over to combat, and it's annoying and cumbersome, and you gain a lot of time here in the combat because it's so quick. Oh, what do I do?
But no matter, as I am a gracious host, I will tend
My guild leader was telling me, co-lead, was telling me that the Sholomance, 3 minutes, the Sholomance Dark Rune Farm is popping off again, and when it's a volatile market, so it goes up and down quite a lot on different days, but on the right day, he's saying he's getting between 400 to 500 gold per hour. Now the runs take 40 minutes, but he's getting like 400 to 500 gold from dark runes. So he sent me some pictures and explained like the rooms that I should go to. I remember most of them from just playing Sholo so much, but I've never done that farm as a rogue. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. Might do a bit of that on the weekend or maybe tomorrow night. Yeah, so if any of you are bored or looking for a little change of pace, the Dark Rune Sholo farm could be good. I'll check. That's the other thing. It's very server dependent. 11 gold. At the moment, I don't know what the peak is, but yeah. If they're 10 gold each, you'd need 40 of them to make 400 gold. or if they're 11 gold each, let's say 45 will get you 500 gold. That means you'd need to get 9 per run at 11. I think you'd have to be very lucky to get 9 per run. But I remember just from farming Sholo so much, 5 and 6 per run is very common. So if you get lucky, maybe 7 and 8. And if they jump up from 11 to maybe 13 gold, then yeah, I could easily see that being 400 to 500 gold an hour. Ninja Pigeon, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Alright, let's go again. So yeah, Sholoman Stark Rune Farm. He's a warrior. And he goes in there and just wrecks the place. I think I'm not even going to bother sapping here. I'm just going to absolutely melt them. Watch this. Yeah. Not even a good burst. 1.3k. Our best burst so far has been 2.3k. Ah. Of course. So this is when I do pickpocket in here, when I'm waiting for Blade Flurry to come off. And as soon as we get a resist, we vanish, and then we're done. Hopefully we'll get a proc. Oh my god. No wonder I'm getting shitty bursts. I was in my SV farming set. I do show my mage before it's really RNG. The best 5 run for me give me 19 runes. 19! Oh my god. Oh, the best 5 runs gives you 19. Maybe that price from my last scan is on a low day. I don't know. But my co-lead is a solid player. Incredible player, actually. One of the most knowledgeable guys in the game that I've ever met, anyway. So I 100% take him on his word. 19 runes. Okay, at 19 runes. Ah, bollocks. Shit, I think I'm dead here. Maybe I'll just run out. Ah. Okay, we're gonna reset. Why did I even swap my spec? I've been playing for too long. I'm tired. Spec swapping when I don't need to. I wouldn't have no reason to spec swap. Maybe I wanted to hit prep. I don't know. Anyway. We'll leave the last mine. Or the last two, whatever it was. Because we left a couple in SV as well. The sloppiness goes both ways. Sometimes we miss a mine or leave a Boglord mine in SV because we're not bothered. And sometimes we die sloppily like that toward the end of MT and we just reset it here and go again. So it's still balanced. The gold per hour averages should be slightly higher if I was a better player, but they're definitely relatively equal and truthful. And it doesn't really matter so much anyway because it's server dependent. So 4 minutes. The first thing I'm going to do is swap out of this spec. How many runs left? 1, 2, 3. 2 runs left. Then I'm going to bed. Yeah, I'll have a quick smoke and I'll be back in 3 minutes. I just tripped and pulled the power cable with all of my router and computer and all the plugs plugged into it. Made a load of big bang. And there's a guy next door with PTSD. So I just really hope I didn't wake him up. And he's like in a cold sweat, thinking he's in the middle of a firefight. Yeah, pure schlop donkey carry on happening over here. 2 more runs, and then it's sweet dreams for me. All right. Last 2 runs. But in the wrong earphones. Now that's a burst. %94 uptime on Mongoose. 88 blade flurry. 69 perceived weakness. Really good. The 2 procs that we can't control. We had really good uptime. And then our crits. We had 15% crit from melee, so pretty bad. We had 75% crit on Hemos. We hit with 4 of them, so 3 of them crit. Really good. And 2 normal hits from Eviscerate. So still not the best we can do. We could have hit crit more with whites, and both of our Eviscerates could have crit. Probably would have been up over 2.5k then. But that's a god tier burst. RNG burst. We'll get there. Not going to pull him now. That's the danger zone. resist. If we can sap him here, if he's the leader, we should be fine. And he is. Nice one. We're good. That's that line is the danger zone. Once they cross that, they pull.
What is this? Oh, you must forgive me, but I was not expecting company. As you can see, we are somewhat preoccupied right now. But no matter, as I am a gracious host, I intend to.
$179 gold. It's really bad. The only blue we got is a small shard, so it's worth even less than some of the greens. Thanks for the info, mate. I go to bed. Have a good night. You too, brother. Thank you for joining. Thanks for chatting. See you next time. I won't be long behind you. Last run. And I'm going to hit the pillow. We made just under 9,000 gold in the last 6 days. Now we got the same one again. The dupes today are unreal. 3 of the same blue back to back in SV. 3 of the same type of shield, but not the same suffix. And now 2 amulets. Something strange went on today. Oh, nice. Ah, that's the thing of beauty. Last run, Living Ruby. Manitoums has been good to us like that today. Earlier today, we came into Manitoums. Not this run. We did 5 SV before that. The last MT, I said, I haven't seen a Noble Topaz in a while. Let's see if one drops this run. We opened the chest and there was 2 Noble Topaz in it. And before that, I can't remember if it was earlier today or later last night, but the last chest in MT of the last run of the night, I think that was it. Yeah, it was last night. Last chest, I said Living Ruby in this one, and it was a Living Ruby. So MT has been very good to us in this last 24 hours. Three, 4, 3, 45. So we'll round it down because it's 45, 3, 4, 3. Let's get the calculator out. MT 300 flat times 12, 3600 plus 343, 3943 divided by the new lockout number 13, 303.3. $13 lockouts. That's 65 runs. Right, boys, that is the stream for today. We're sitting at 303 average from MT and 375 average from SV, putting SV ahead by 70 gold, which is more than enough to cover the cost of any raid cons or any cons that we use for the farm. So, hope you enjoyed it. I'm back on tomorrow night again. Same bad time. What have we've been running for 8 hours, bro. We're doing like, we did a 9-hour stream last night, an 8-hour today. We're just gonna keep smashing it out. I love it. Thank you for joining, for chatting. Any questions you have about Rogue Gold Farms or parsing or Rogue in general, jump in the stream anytime and ask me. Appreciate each and every one of you on my journey.